Splitting Hair's free salon education podcast starts now. Featuring Matt Beck, Christina Cavalcanti, Brian Hare, Dre Bolin, Thaddeus Bolin, and Danielle Downs. Today's episode is powered by MinervaBeauty.com.
Yes, it is. What's up, guys? Welcome to Splitting Hairs, the free salon education podcast. I'm here with Drea Bolin.
Hey.
Brian Hare.
Hello.
Danielle Downs.
Hi.
Christina Cavalcanti, and Thad Boland. Yep. Today we've got some actually really cool stuff to talk about.
Yes.
So I get more and more excited because when we actually have like things, but like we're really prepared today because we filmed Danielle in the salon, in the studio. We filmed Danielle doing hair from the Black Panther premiere. So we have a couple looks that we're going to show you guys. It's already been pre-filmed, so they're quick videos that you will suck up. Like the thing I like about these looks is I could do them. That's what I like. They look complicated, and I wouldn't have said I could do them. And then after watching you do them, I feel like I could do them. So I think that's a good thing. So we have that. Also, there's a new app in town, a new social media app, VERO or VERO, we're not sure. But that app, we want to talk about that as well. Also, I want to say thank you to MinervaBeauty.com for sponsoring the show. If you're looking for new salon furniture, go check out MinervaBeauty.com. They have a ton of cool stuff. Our whole salon was furnished from Minerva Beauty. Also, we'll be giving away the brand new Minerva Beauty blow dryer to one lucky person watching us live tonight.
Sweet.
So, the first thing I want to get into, I really want to talk about this app. Without actually even saying anything, you guys all downloaded it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no one forced you to. What do you think? I want to get thoughts on it. Actually, let's roll the video first. The video. What I like about the video is it's hard to explain what the app is. So I think the video really kind of dumbs it down, and it'll give everybody out there who hasn't downloaded this app a chance to really see what it's about. Sound good? So let's roll the video real quick. Here we go.
The last decade has been defined by social media, for better and for worse. So 3 years ago, we decided to take stock of where we're at and where we're going. We started with a name, VERO, meaning truth. Then we got to work. First, we made sharing the stuff we love, all the stuff we love, simpler and more focused. This made it easier to connect over shared interests, find the posts you want, and discover new music, movies, places, books, and everything in between. It also made it look much cleaner. Then, we invented a super simple audience selector and put it right up front, so you can control who sees your posts and who doesn't. We made it so you could play music and buy stuff without leaving the app. Then, we didn't put any advertising in it, which meant we didn't have to put any algorithms in it, which meant we didn't have to mine data from anyone, ever. And when we were done, we realized we hadn't just created a new social network, we'd created a new way to be social online. Less of what makes it suck, more of what makes it great. Plus, a few new features we just thought would be cool. It was never meant to be a revolution, just the logical next step. But it turns out, once you strip out the advertising, clean up the feeds, and put control back in the hands of the user, you're free to be honest, be open, be provocative, be obsessed, and be yourself. Which is, in its own quiet way, kind of revolutionary after all.
Okay. So that's the video.
That looks fun.
What I like about that, it sums it all up, and we don't have to like go into what we think it is or anything like that. It is what it is. But
next subject then.
So now you guys have been using this app, and so have I. I have my things that I like about it. Does anybody want to say what they like about it so far?
I look forward to when they get their act together and it runs smoother and at normal speed. I understand that like the internet broke because everybody downloaded it this past week, so it's running at like crap. But it looks gorgeous, and if it can do everything that the video says it will be able to do, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think I understood it from the get-go because of the amount of people that were talking about it, and then they were very vocal on their website of what was happening during it. And I also want to say that in no way do I know anyone from this company, or did they want us to play that video or anything. But I really like the app because first off, it's blowing up so quickly, and it's great. Like, I've never had an opportunity to jump onto an app prior to it really exploding. So that's the first thing that I think is very interesting. But then I also really love this app because it separates, to me, like Facebook does separate people that follow you and your close friends, but it doesn't do a great job of it. And I also have I tried to delete a lot of people on my Facebook, but now I'm sharing it on my business page. I'm sharing it on my personal page. There's all kinds of things going on, and I don't have something that just allows me to post in one place and focus on all kinds of different people, right? So I really love the fact that you can follow, but then I can accept friend requests from people that are very close to me, and I can categorize them. So when I make a post, it goes out to the people that I want it to go out to, because I also learned over the last couple of years that the internet is a very weird place. There's very weird people and nasty people, and certain things you don't want to show to certain people, and then other things you want to. But I don't want to have multiple things when I'm doing that. So that was my first thing that I really liked about it. I get that it's slow right now, but I actually am really impressed with the fact that the first day I signed up, I couldn't even make a post because it was so bad. And then by yesterday, I could make posts again, and today it seems to be running pretty smooth. I mean, there's only a couple of things that I even notice aren't really working that well. So I think people,
it's coming.
It's coming. It's interesting. It's also they were going to start charging after 1 million people, but they hit 1 million people I think today, and they've decided because it's so glitchy right now that until further notice they're going to keep allowing people to sign up for free. So that was kind of my big thing as well.
One of the glitches is that they can't figure out how to charge.
It could be. I don't know. But they but if you're looking to get on this social network and you never want to pay for it, then I would go on, at least make an account like Dad did. Dad's like, I'm going to make an account, but I'm not going to use it until it works great, is what he said.
That's how I'm talking.
That's exactly how he said it. So,
hey guys, I'm not going to do nothing.
But you did post hair today on
did.
there.
I did.
You did. So, and I've seen Brian post a little bit on there. It's a weird thing. It's really, and I don't know how you guys feel, but jumping into a social network where you post and nobody reacts is a weird.
Well, because I have like 7 friends on it.
Exactly.
And I only like 2 of them.
But the way that
we're off to a great start with this.
The way that I look at it, though,
I know,
is it's like everything else.
I'll let you guys figure that out yourselves.
As people jump onto it, they're going to follow you if they find that your page is interesting. So I'm like trying to post like all kinds of different stuff and get like music and, my podcasts and videos and all different stuff up there, so that when it does get to the point where people are searching for you, you actually have something to offer them. And a lot of people are just sitting back waiting for it to blow up.
I would like to see this take off because of what they're most proud of, not doing the advertisements, not doing the algorithms. I would love to see something take Facebook down a little peg. Like after all of this, just the mess that Facebook has gotten us into in the past couple of years with just being what they are, it would be nice to have something else to do. Well, other than that.
Exactly. And that's another thing that excites me about this, because whether this app becomes the next big app or not, I honestly think it's going to have a hard time, because Facebook is now going to see this is what people want. Wow, all these people signed up. Now I think they're going to make adjustments. And of course, take a lot of this
what's
technology.
Facebook going to do? Hand back a few $1 billion in advertising that they've been receiving?
You know what, though? I don't think they have to. They just need to be more. I like advertising. I don't mind it if it has to do with what I like, right? Like I don't mind. There's certain things that pop up on my Facebook feed, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, and I look through it. The problem is they've put a lot of control into businesses to just target you like crazy, and of course they're not going to take that away. But if they just get a little smarter with it, and also if they take from this company and it becomes more, I can put out a button that's like buy now. Like I'm selling a comb on the internet, and I put a buy now button, and you click through to it. They take a percentage of that sale, as opposed to it being, just this crazy targeted thing. They didn't need to do the ads. There's going to be ads on there, but they're going to be ads from people you follow and nothing else. So it's interesting.
Well, it kind of sounds like MySpace, where you can customize your page, put whatever content you want on there.
It is
But just-
MySpace. They just changed the name.
Yeah.
MySpace is still a thing.
Really?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It became a music. Justin Timberlake bought it.
Did you know that that's
Wow.
how it started? Was as a music page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it for that.
I just like picking my song.
Christina had it. What was your song on there? Didn't you have one?
We built this city.
Why am I not
Nice.
surprised?
Mine was
That's a good
Regina
one.
Spektor.
What was it?
I had Regina Spektor.
Oh, nice.
It was because I'm like deep.
Because I'm deep. I'm not deep, so I probably had some rant, probably still the
probably
song that
had-
I'm listening to
I-
right
yeah,
now.
Yeah, it was
Simple
your karaoke
Plan.
song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very simple mind.
Some dashboard.
And maybe
Jeez.
Simple Mind. Weren't they an 80s band?
I
mean,
don't
you
know. I
did
didn't
not.
listen to them.
Yeah, you-
I only listened to Simple Plan and Dashboard.
What are you talking about? His MySpace song was probably him singing.
and by
probably
simple
was.
is not a
Mm-hmm.
that's not like a bad flaw. Being
No.
simple, I don't think.
It's just a flaw.
You're
I
just
don't know
not
that
complicated. No, I don't think it's a flaw at all. What am I saying? Not a negative thing. I
Yeah.
don't think it.
I know.
I didn't mean it like that.
I don't think you did. So
So cute.
and the last thing about this, we did have a discussion today because there were articles about it stealing basically your identity and all this stuff, which is still something that needs to be looked at. But I did go on and print out their privacy policy for user content, because my biggest fear is, like this podcast, if I post it up on there, I don't want them to take rights for it.
Right.
Which I don't think anyone would sign up for anything like that if that was the case. And I've also looked at a lot of the big influencers that post on all different social media, and they're already jumping on this and doing it, and they're a lot smarter than I am. But I read the privacy policy for this and also Facebook, and it's very similar. Yes.
All
So-
right.
I was anticipating a pause. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It's very similar. So there's no fear. It also says that all user content will be you own it, obviously. They just can use it just like Facebook. If Facebook wants to promote, if you become a popular person on Facebook and they want to use you in an ad for Facebook, they can say, hey, this popular person uses our thing. Look what they posted on it. And they can use it in that way.
And not pay you.
And not pay you for it. Right. And that's how every social media network is, YouTube included. So it's just the way
And
it is.
MySpace.
And MySpace.
Well, I was never on MySpace.
Wait, is
so,
MySpace
yeah.
still a thing? It's
Yeah.
not.
It really
right?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Get out.
But it's all music. It's like
Oh.
only
Oh, okay.
music now.
Yeah, I tried
Um,
to access my old account and I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my next question. Can we get into our accounts?
No.
No.
Why is that?
Because Justin Timberlake bought it and ruined it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, mine was because it was an old email that I don't have anymore.
He's angry because his new album's horrible. No, I'm just
It
kidding.
is.
And his Super Bowl performance.
I'm just
was-
kidding.
He should have showed his nipple. Worked out for him last time.
All right. So so that's the app. Question is, in the comments post, have you signed up? Make sure you follow all of us. And
It seems like some people did, some people didn't. A lot of people are like, what the heck? How many platforms are there going to be? You know,
all
Pick your favorites.
and
But
this is
there's
the
got to
thing.
be options. You can't make everybody
some
love
people
you.
are just done with
Pick who you want to play with.
Facebook. They're kind of over it. But then another person said that they get a lot of clients coming in from their Facebook. So
I think from a
kind of
bus-
mixed reviews right now.
from a business standpoint, it's just part of business now. Like, you need to be on all these different platforms. But as a person, you don't. Like, you can pick your favorite. But if you're trying to run a business,
Well, I feel like right now the big difference between like Facebook and Instagram. We'll see what VERO ends up where it falls into this. But like that client just said, you're using Facebook to get clients. People aren't really using Instagram to get clients. I feel like Instagram is where you go and get notoriety amongst hair people, where you don't really go to Facebook for that. Like they.
Oh, I don't
I
think
think
our
the
salon-
opposite.
I have a lot of guests who check out Instagram.
You don't feel like you have
Wait, everyone disagrees with me? I'm shocked. That's never happened on
No,
my show.
I've had
Brian,
several
stop.
guests,
no,
new
Brian,
guests.
I mean,
say-
I'm not saying nobody has ever gotten
No.
a client from Instagram. I've gotten clients from Instagram. I'm saying,
you saying you've gotten more clients from Facebook?
I'm not even talking about me in general. I'm saying I feel like Facebook is more client user friendly and Instagram is more,
I
hey, hair
disagree.
industry, look how cool I am.
Yeah, but
Facebook's way more. Oh, I'm sorry.
well, no, I was just gonna say that like Instagram, sometimes even Facebook. It's like you had said in that last podcast about social media, where it's a portfolio now. So rather than going to a photographer paying $600, $700, $800 to have a shoot, you're constantly putting out content, and these people can scroll through, see what you've got going on. So instead of bringing inspiration from some random site, they're bringing you your own work. And I've even heard you say that, where it's like you had somebody sit down in your chair and they showed you a picture, and you're like, oh, well, I did that.
Yeah. And that's what I would say. Like, I think that I agree with you in certain ways, because I think that Instagram is your portfolio. It is your business portfolio, all of that. Like, I think a lot of clients search for salons in that way. I think Facebook is great because you can target people in your town for business. So
Yeah, like we promote. Sorry, like we sponsor, so that might be a reason why we see traffic, because
Yeah.
we'll pay sometimes for the sponsored
Facebook.
ads, right? For
Yeah.
Facebook. So, but I would say all the drama in Facebook, it gets lost. I think Instagram is easier to see the work,
Yeah.
you know, and
Mhm.
I don't know. That's just my.
And we've been getting a lot of, and we didn't really work that hard on our Instagram, like as a salon for quite a while. And we really ramped it up, I would say over the last 9 months. And we've gotten a way bigger following. I think we're about 900 almost. Or
not
eight-
even, probably
8 something.
6 months. Not even.
Yeah.
I would say like 5 to 6.
And we're doing Instagram stories and
Mm-hmm.
posting consistently, and you guys are taking photos of your work consistently. So I think we'll see a way bigger turn when that starts to happen, because I think that we are. It's just to me, it's just one of those things where I think you'd have to do both of them. Like, you can't just do one of them. And I know people don't want to do that, but that's the work that has to go into having a business nowadays. So I don't think that stylists have to do it all the time. And I agree with you that it is definitely a hairdresser, look at me kind of thing as well. But I think it plays both roles. And you can get clients from everything, because, I mean, Instagram has billions of users. So obviously our clients are on Instagram. It's just, how are we targeting to get their attention, on there. So, but I don't pay for ads on Instagram. I would rather pay for an ad on Facebook. It's easier to target. I like the way it targets. And then on Instagram, I would do more going and finding people. Like Thad's client, Denise, who was in earlier today, she's got a business in town. I would say go to her page, see who likes her page, and then start following those through your Instagram.
Or you don't even have to follow. You just start liking other businesses and
posts
people
and
that,
stuff.
yes. And then this way they just acknowledge who you are.
Yeah, and then they go look at your
'Cause you-
profile and see
yeah.
what you did. So yeah.
All right.
And then when you take an addition to another social media thing, it's just, that's what it's about. Like you move on to what is becoming popular, because that's how you're going to keep the attention of the guests that are in your salon. So now you have different platforms. So I think instead of getting upset about it, I would embrace it. And now you have the opportunity to really start building something from the ground up and being that person that has a popular thing going on. So that's that. Okay. Next on the list, we have Danielle's hair from Black Panther. So
Yes.
I haven't seen Black Panther. So let's start
You
there.
must.
It's good, right? I've
It's-
heard you talking about it.
It's more than good. It's a necessity.
Okay. Okay. Why is it a necessity?
Well, I mean, I'll just say
From
I
your
want to share this
perspective.
with you. Like, it's a good superhero movie. It was fun, but it was like, it just encompassed so much of like what I love. There was great social commentary. There was great action. There was really so many abs. Like, it was just, it was great.
Okay. Cool.
I didn't want to bite off too much. I wanted Danielle to really take
Oh no,
this
I
on
don't
this
disagree
one.
with you on that at all. There are lots of abs. But no, we went to see it together, so of course you're going to share in that. I mean, we were basically sitting there the whole time like, oh my God, just loving the whole thing. So visually, the content that was on there about anything that's going on, past, present, future, and just message every 2 seconds. And basically for any audience goer, you get something different out of it. So I don't think that I saw a single person leave that theater without like some big grin on their face, like, oh my God, I want to come back and see this again.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That movie was so good. I've been going to movies with Danielle now for years. It was probably the first time that she didn't try to talk to me during the movie
Oh.
at all.
Okay.
Oh, you talk to me too?
No, I don't talk during movies at all. I might acknowledge that you're speaking. I have no idea what you're saying, but I don't talk during movies. This is the first time we.
Danielle, I don't think I could go to the
Horse
movies.
blind.
I
if
know
you're
I'm
going.
saying the same thing in my head.
Lies.
But
I'm used to going to movies by myself. Like, that is a quiet time. Like,
I went to a movie
that's why I
once
won't
with
go
Brian.
to movies on dates. Like, you shut up.
No, you have a very serious face when you're watching a movie. Like, it is in the zone. You're focused. You're there to watch and enjoy the screen.
Oh yeah, I saw you guys afterwards.
Okay.
Didn't
Oh
I?
yeah. No, before we never made it to the movies that day.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Too
That
much red
happens.
wine.
Okay. All right. So let's get into the first look that you created. This is not.
Okay.
This is the second look, but why don't you talk about who the person is? It was from the premiere, right?
Yes, it was
Yeah.
one of the premieres. So this is actually 2 different looks from 2 different red carpets. One was from actually the purple carpet, and one was from the red carpet, which is this one, Lupita Nyong'o. And I loved what her stylist did with it, Vernon Francois. So he's all about the natural hair care movement right now. He's got his own line featured in Sephora. I tried to go and buy it because I was very curious about it, but apparently in New Jersey, they feel like nobody has natural hair. So the nearest place that I could find it was Brooklyn, and I was not going that far.
Have you seen the hair in Jersey?
Why didn't you order it from the app?
I live there, yes.
Nothing natural about
There's
that.
nothing
hair.
natural in New Jersey.
This is true.
All right. So
Thanks,
so you decided to do this look.
So yeah, I decided to do this look because it was actually on his Instagram that he had like a little quick tutorial on it, and it was such a quick breakdown, but yet the look itself can be something that you can dress up, dress down, and you can literally do in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
On yourself.
yeah, I really like. It was that easy. Even when you got done with the look, I was like, oh well, this is an easy one to edit. So it was like no problem. So let's roll the video. This is a 1-minute clip that we're also going to put onto YouTube and Instagram, probably tomorrow or Friday. So let's take a look at it. All right. So that's the video. So why don't you talk about the process a little bit? Because it's obviously a lot longer than 1 minute to create all of that.
It's not really too bad. You want to start off by at least going in with some type of a smoothing cream so that you can take out any excess curl in the hair. If you have a little bit of wave, that's fine because it goes with the actual African kinky extensions that I bought for it. So directional blow dry, having everything going up to the center, and then parting out a circle on the inside of the hair and doing a base ponytail so that when you pull everything up into that first ponytail, you're saving your edges, because that way you're not pulling everything really, really tight. Because as a child in the 90s, we would slick the hair back. You know, it's like the TLC days with the bandana wrapped around your high ponytail. So there's a lot of girls running around right now with no edges because they have tension alopecia.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. So this is one way that, you know, your naturals can save their edges, still get a tight, slick-looking ponytail, but not kill their hair.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
What's funny is I do that and teach that for the opposite. Like when you want a textured ponytail, you just cheat and leave the edges out and just curl the edges so that you don't have to curl everything. I never thought about doing it the other way.
Perfect. I love when things kind of like, you know, interweave for different styles.
Nice.
But that's what hairdressing is. It's just like
Cheating.
everything can look exactly.
Yeah.
Reinventing the wheel and just cheating left and right. But
Yeah.
if you get the job done, who cares?
And then the extensions that you got.
At Sally's.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I can't believe that they actually have a little bit of a selection. Now you can go to some of those stores like the girl that braids my hair introduced me to a store in Brick. So one of those Asian shops that it's just miles of hair of every single kind, texture, color, everything.
I got one of those by me.
But they're fun.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Now, seeing as how you like to try on wigs, I don't know that I'd be able to get you
Well,
out
that's
of
what I
there.
was saying. When I went through that phase of learning how to make wigs, I found one of those stores in like this crappy little strip mall, and it is so fun. It's like just colors and textures that just don't seem real in hair.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's just a cornucopia of hair.
So when you took the extensions, what I thought was cool is you basically took the ends of each one and rubber band them together, right?
Well, actually, they come in a really long pack. So they're probably close to about 20 or 22 inches long.
Okay.
So I just cut
So
it
you
down
cut
the
it
middle,
down.
and then I separated it and banded it together. So that way it didn't make like a big, huge clump right in the center of the hair. So that when I was wrapping around the silver wire, or ribbon rather, it was just a lot easier to work with.
And I like that it gave you those pieces to kind of wrap around it and pin them in. So
Exactly.
that was kind of a
and
neat part about it.
yeah, that way you can hide the little troll doll ponytail that you have in the beginning of it. Because let's face it, if you're doing extensions, usually, well, you've got short hair, so you want more. And that's what I loved about the movie premieres, is that you saw so many different types of natural hair. And then Black Panther itself, it's like the entire cast, male, female, extras, everybody had natural hair. And it could be anything from longer dreadlocks, it could be buzz cuts with dreadlocks, like Michael B. Anthony. Michael B. Jordan, sorry. Ooh.
I also want to say to everybody that's watching, if you guys want to call in, the number is posted on our thing, but it's 833-FSE Live. If you have questions about any of this or anything else, you can start calling in because we can answer those as well. So we do have a second look.
Yes.
So let's go ahead. We'll roll the video. Oh, well, let's show the second look first. Sorry. And so this is what it was. This one's very interesting to me.
Yeah, well, this was Issa Rae, and she has pretty much blown up for her shows on both podcast-wise and her Netflix show. So I just liked it because it was simple. It was regal. She looked great. And it was really, really simple because there was another picture of her at an after event, and she literally just had a long ponytail.
I love her smile. I mean, her hair she looks great anyway, but I love her smile.
I know. She's always got like that big
She does,
just
like
Colgate
welcoming.
smile.
Yeah, but it just seems warm though, not fake.
Yeah.
You know?
But she's really funny, and she's pretty much a style icon. And even her hairstylist has also been like, hey, I want to show the diversity and everything that you can do with natural hair, that it just doesn't have to be, oh, we're going to do a wash and go fro and that's it.
Right.
So with this one, it was just adding hair, and I did 2 different types of Kanekalon braiding hair. And again, bought it at Sally's and just intermixed the 2 different colors, braided it, did a rubber band. You can attach it to the hair, but I just chose to do a separate ponytail braid so that I can pin it in, so that I could do the 2 looks.
Okay. So this video is going to start out very similar because you did the same thing. So
Yeah. It was the same ponytail base for both hairstyles.
Yeah. So we didn't even shoot that twice. So when we roll this, you'll see it kind of goes right into it. But same start, different finish. So that's this look here.
Yes.
So,
Love it.
and any of you guys that
Wow.
are listening to this on iTunes or
yeah.
SoundCloud, obviously you couldn't see that, but just know that you can always go to YouTube, fseyoutube.com, and you can watch this podcast and find those. But we'll also be posting these looks on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere. So you'll see it either way, but that's it. So where'd you get like all the accessories and all that for this one?
It was a Asian store that's in Brick. I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
But usually at any hair store, you can get the little kind of charms and everything. And again, Lupita and her stylist, Vernon, they're on the cover of Allure right now. And they actually had like full autonomy over the entire shoot. So, you know, the visuals, everything. And her cover photo is her with braids
Okay.
and lots of like little beads and other
So
charms.
hot.
Did you just steal one?
No.
All right, cool. So so that is that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that part of the podcast. I think I want to keep doing more stuff like this. It's really, I think it's cool to be able to sum it up that way. You also
Yeah, TM Hairstyle said she's they're loving the quick clips. I think that's who it was. And then
cool.
they were saying it was gorgeous, Danielle.
Thank you.
All right, so anybody wants to call in, we'll give it a second for anybody has any questions. If nobody has questions, we're going to start with this spinning the wheel, the free pong. We have a blow dryer to give away. We have all kinds of stuff. So if you want to call in 833-FSE live, let's take some questions first. And
I have a question.
Yeah.
Would one of those beads go into my beard?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
it would.
I was
it's
actually-
basically like a haircut.
You too can be Wakanda AF.
I was very excited because I thought that Danielle was talking about putting that first hairstyle in Thad's hair today
Oh, yeah.
for the podcast, but it didn't happen. So we were.
I wasn't informed about this. I would have been down.
It's
I-
really
I know.
freaking me out that this mannequin has squishy flesh.
It is the
I know.
weirdest mannequin.
Like, we know all mannequins are like firm and hard and like foam. This, like, I feel like I'm actually choking someone. Like, this is squishy.
Yeah, and her ears too.
Yeah, I thought you broke it. Like,
No.
this is
No, they're squishy.
weird.
And she used to
And her
have
eyes
eyelashes.
are wet. I'm just kidding. It's not that weird.
Sweet.
There was a question from Samantha.
Okay.
Have you guys given up on the don't color dog's hair subject?
Oh yeah, we were
Laugh
going to
out
talk
loud.
about
She
that.
was looking forward to
I
it.
could tell
We
you
can do
the
it next
story.
week.
Yeah, we will be doing
Yeah.
that. We'll be doing that next week.
Still on our list.
There was just things that came up, and obviously,
Well,
so-
we had a lot of this planned, but then Danielle couldn't make it last week, so
Yeah.
we just kind of No, that's not your fault at all.
I got to tell my story about that, too.
about dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember I told Jade a story about
Oh yeah,
we dyed my dog?
Yeah, and don't
Save
forget
it for next
to
week,
do
'cause we're
your
gonna-
shout out to Sip. Remember?
I know. That was my whole thing. Last week I felt really bad because while I was in London, I was treated to some of our fan faves, Cyprian and his absolutely wonderful wife, Lizzie, who, if you live in London, keep an eye out for her because she's an amazing chef, up and coming. Her Instagram is amazing. Her food is incredible. But they were wonderful, and they met up with me and showed me around, and we went out to dinner, and then James Marsters, another huge thank you because I didn't know where anything was or how to use the tube, and he met up with me and showed me all around. So there, got my shout outs done. Thanks, guys. You're the best. You made London that much better.
That is cool to think
Lovely.
about. Like, if you think about 5 years ago.
I wouldn't know these people.
Yeah.
I'd just be bumbling around like an idiot.
Yeah.
Now I bumble around like an idiot on YouTube, and I got friends around the world.
No,
Yeah, it's
they
pretty
mistook
cool.
you for a local.
So I either the phones aren't working or we don't have any questions. That's totally cool.
How about just call us to say hi?
Yeah.
You can call to say hi, or if you want to
If you call, you might win
be a
something.
part of Free Pong, you can call in as well. But I don't know. I have a feeling that the phones aren't working. So that would be
Kristen Collins. Oh, I have a question.
okay.
Who does? You or Kristen?
Kristen does.
All right.
Oh, she's writing it.
Oh, I don't know. She just said, "Oh, I have a question."
Then call in.
Like any question?
So so let's do this. Let's pick someone for Free Pong. Anybody can throw except Christina.
TM Hairstyles has a quick question. Bowl cuts, a yay or a nay?
I think they asked this on Instagram, and I was actually going to bring it up on a video coming up because
Oh, bye.
I'm not really sure exactly which what bowl cuts they're talking about. If it's kind of like the undercut and it's laying like, is it the bowl cut that my mom gave me when I was in junior high school?
Like how Thad had that back in the day.
Yeah. Like it was parted in the
I did.
center and it was shaved underneath and it came down and it was cut like perfectly.
I had it. I felt cool as hell with that thing.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't look it, but I had it.
right. But would you feel cool now with it?
No. I mean, it's kind of like the haircut that people are doing now.
I
with,
do
like,
see
the
people.
undercuts, just doing it with the center
Yeah.
part instead of all pushed over.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a few months ago? Was it Asia that was like it was a big thing?
Yeah.
Like huge. Like that was a cool haircut.
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, I haven't had anyone request it even close, and I don't know. I keep trying to think in my mind, like, how do you make a bowl cut like modern and cool again?
You just brush it all to one side.
That makes it modern.
Yeah, that is what it is, and that's what I have. I mean, I could part mine in the middle, and it would be a
Do
bowl
it
cut.
right now. Where's a comb?
Well,
I'm sorry, but that would probably
TM
look like
Hairstyle
one
said
dong.
they heard that it's going to be huge again this year, like a modern bowl cut.
I would do it on the right person.
Well, perms are going to be cool this year too. So
I
I
pretended
mean,
to do.
I could picture doing a cool bowl cut.
I cut a kid's hair and put it into a bowl cut and said, "Okay, we're done."
Like, I think now the big difference between now and then, like when we were younger, we didn't have, social media. I felt like there weren't as many, I don't know what I'm looking for, outlets to find what would work for you. Like when there was a trend, everybody wanted it, even if it wasn't right for them. Like
Right.
Oh, okay.
there were bowl cuts that looked cool. I had frizzy curly hair, but there was no access to who had curly hair that looked cool. So I wanted that too.
right,
And
you
so
just
I got it,
it,
and it
yeah.
looked terrible.
Well,
I'm
didn't
not
Justin
saying that-
Timberlake have it for a little while?
Oh yeah.
Not really a bowl cut though.
I thought he
Like-
did way back.
I mean, maybe.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he
I
might.
had it better.
When he had the ramen noodle blonde.
I feel like he
Yeah.
did, yeah, but that's the thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
there were people that pulled it off that can look back at their pictures from high school that had a bowl cut. And it's like, oh, that's not bad. Like, I wouldn't give that to just anybody. I would give that to someone with hair like you over somebody with hair like me.
Right.
Because, I could, graduate the back a little bit, soften it a little bit, but then make like the cool disconnect up front. And, you could kind of make that work.
Well, you don't remember? You gave me a bowl cut like 5 years ago. No, what I used
So
to
bowl-
relax my hair.
Yeah,
Bowl
yeah,
cuts- Bowl cuts are
But-
to Brian what mullets are to Matt, apparently.
No, but you did mine cool. I think it was great because it was kind of like a little tilted, a little asymmetric.
I don't know that I meant that.
I'm gonna say.
you
I
did.
was-
It's almost like a Dorothy Hamill / bowl cut, but asymmetrical
Oh,
modern
yeah.
flair.
The beret. I forgot
Exactly.
about that. You had it at the hair show.
Exactly.
So
I can't believe you remember that.
talking about
remember everything.
cutting, Kristen Collins, her
good.
question was, she wants to purchase some new shears. She has the blacksmith fit 6.5 and the 5.5. And the 5.5. She can't remember what model, but she's looking to buy 2 more pairs. What do you suggest?
Well, I mean, if she has blacksmith fit and she had and we don't know the other one, but it's a 5.5 and a 6.
She has the blacksmith fit 6.5, and then she has a 5.5. She doesn't remember.
Does she like swivels?
Model.
I mean, I wouldn't. If you like swivels, then I would definitely
but
say
if
go
you
with
don't
that.
like
Maybe a
swivels,
pair
it's
of
not like a
texturizers.
necessity.
But yeah, texture scissors, or if you don't have the puffin, I think the puffin
the
is
puffin.
awesome. So
Haven't used it.
I would say the puffin number 1 would be something I would go with, and I would say 5.5 or 5-inch puffin, because with the dry cutting scissor you want a smaller blade on it, and then the texturizer would be definitely, I would say the Type Z dual texture scissor is great. But if that's a little bit too expensive, then I would say the blacksmith fit texturizer is great as well. But you want to have a good texture scissor, and I would say don't get one with like really thick teeth. It takes out a lot of hair. I would get something that has finer teeth, a lot more teeth to it, like something that takes out maybe 25%, so that
Does the one I
works
is
well
the
with
one
blending.
I like for sale? The
What?
Uragi 10?
Yeah.
I say that one.
Yeah, the Uragi 10 is good.
I actually do full haircuts with that one. And
Yeah.
like they're some of my better ones.
Yeah, so the Mizutani Uragi 10, there's also a 6. I like the 6 because it's a little less,
The 6 is more popular.
yeah.
Just because I do the orders.
I like
know.
the 10
I know.
before it was cool.
Yeah.
I've never used the 6. I might like it better.
And by popular,
Might not take
I
so
don't
much
mean
goddamn
like,
time to do a
it's
haircut.
like cool. I mean, more people are using the 6 for some reason, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I made a lot of videos about the 6 too, so I haven't made any videos about the 10.
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Which is why I'm allowed to use it.
I'm just saying people have more information about it.
I've
that
actually really
shop.
liked the one that takes out 50%, but I've been liking it with point cutting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Texture scissors
Okay.
with point cutting is great.
It is, except when you catch your finger, it's a nightmare.
oh, that really hurts.
That goes with any scissor.
Yeah,
No,
but
wait,
like texture
extra.
scissors, it like one side of it chewed through my thumbnail while the other sliced the flesh. It was
Yeah.
just a
Yeah, it's like
That
the
was a
difference between like a
rough
straight
one.
blade and a serrated blade.
a straight blade and a chainsaw. Like
Stop.
All right, sweet.
Can we move on?
So
There's so much
her other
blood drain.
scissor is a precision wet cut scissor.
Yeah, so puffins are texturizers.
that's hot.
so
and
there
then
you go.
Muffins.
Susan Silver had a quick question, but she may not have seen the show when you talked about the ring light and whatnot. But
Yeah.
her hair photos never come out great. Any advice? Mainly clients don't want their faces shown, so they're from the back. Oh, so.
So when you take the picture,
I think that
put
that's
your thumb up over their face.
I think when
Good one.
clients say, like, when somebody comes out and say, and I don't know this person obviously, but when somebody comes out and they say my clients don't like their face taken, it can't be that general. Like we all have clients that don't want necessarily the front of their face done, but I think it's a confidence thing and just having fun with taking
Yeah.
pictures. And some people
True.
aren't great at it. But even like that, like let's take Thad for instance.
Well, she does. She is saying that they don't look as nice as the ones on Instagram. So let's let her know that a lot of people
Yeah.
are using that light first
Yeah.
and foremost.
Everybody's
Yeah.
using that.
Yes.
Light. Yeah.
And then
And
get
just
into practicing.
The little cute one on your phone is not a substitute. I got it.
Yeah.
No.
It's stupid. It's just a gimmicky way to swipe a few bucks from you.
So a ring light it's a big ring. It's about 19 inches, I
Why do
think.
we not have one
Um,
around here?
There is one back there, but so the ring light's great because it surrounds the entire head. It is the cheat code to getting a good picture for Instagram, and I will definitely say that before we had the ring light, we had no pictures that
Yeah.
ever went up, and we had to edit them, and they looked terrible. So if you want to have a good picture on Instagram, you got to buy a ring light. The
You can
ring
get one
lights
for under $200, right?
under $200, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. They're well, no, they're 215, I think, or something like that.
That is not under 200.
No, so it's like $215, but
Here comes Thad with the ring light.
honestly, no, there you go. So that's a ring light.
It seems
Right there.
more intense than the one in the salon.
No, it's the same. Well, it's actually I was a little frustrated,
yeah.
and this is a lesson learned for everybody.
Diva
I've
cup.
I bought this ring light, and unfortunately, I bought the one that doesn't dim. So I bought them for the studio.
But you need a dim for.
You don't dim it at all?
So if you
Oh,
do
I'll
buy
trade you.
one, buy a dimmer.
Because the one in the salon dims, and
I guarantee nobody in the salon has ever dimmed it. You can switch it, and we wouldn't even friggin' know.
No.
All right, I'll give you. You know what, Brian? I'm going to give you the more intense one tomorrow.
I want
You're going to love it.
full intensity.
But do you have suggestions about one,
first or
either
last.
talking to clients about getting their their face in the photo, or two, about taking hair back of the hair?
Well,
Yeah, you guys talk about that.
I've noticed that just joking around with the guest
You
and
ugly.
and making them a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera, because it's awkward. You go
Like
up there.
Drea says, I'll take my top off if you'll show your face in the photo. And it works.
every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
She's
But no,
talking.
they have fun with it.
No.
Okay, so you but so here's what one thing I want to say about the salon.
She's talking.
You and Thad had and Danielle
Yeah.
actually had the biggest issues getting clients to take pictures.
Yes.
So, but there's been a shift. We
Mhm.
we now made a goal of at least one photo, right? How many photos a week?
Yeah, let's go.
I have
go
it-
with
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
No, no, no. I have it written
One's good.
down.
Yeah,
one.
One's good.
I actually tell my clients that I want to get a photo
Uh.
of that if they don't take a photo, then their haircut costs $10 more.
No.
If-
No.
No, we had a
Thad takes
meeting
his
about
shirt
it,
off,
and
too.
we set a goal of how many we needed to do.
Yes.
For us to do a big educational event in the summertime, right?
Yes.
For us to all go away and do this. So we set a goal. That goal is what?
2.
2 pictures per person per week.
I haven't done it.
So so Brian's not coming.
I failed.
Crap! I thought that was
Wait,
like
so-
I thought that was a collective of everybody.
But with that whole
No, you all
two
fully
total.
understood.
so with that being said, and here's what I like about it. We have been getting a lot of photos, right? So tell me what you did differently when you guys, Thad, Danielle, started talking to your clients. I know Brian can talk most people into doing
Yeah.
most things. What did you guys change?
I usually focus it more on my guests who are just more engaging and more energetic, because the ones that sit there and don't really talk, you're not going to convince them to take a picture, and that picture is not going to. And even if you do, that picture is not going to come out
Yeah,
well
it'd be bad.
because they're not wanting to be there. So the people who are excited, the people who ask you about your day and stuff like that, those are the people that I want.
That's a good call. Like almost look ahead at your book.
Yeah.
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 And as well as, there's times that I've taken pictures of guest hair and I don't like it afterwards. So I don't end up posting it. But you just have to keep taking pictures because you kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work. As far as the people who are insistent on not having their face shown and you don't want to just do a back photo, if you just have them turn their head to the side and tilt down so the front covers their face, you can get a really beautiful angle of layers and color that way without having to show their face. And it just looks like a profile versus just the back of the head.
Yeah. Honestly, I think there's majority of my clients I'd want to take a picture of the back of their head, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not like they
some
come in.
balayage, like you concentrate most of it up the front. So what I was like, just real quick, I have 2 quick tips that kind of go off of that. If you want to do back of the head, I will have them kind of look up a little bit for me. 1, that makes the hair look a little bit longer, and 2, make sure that you get rid of the part because it just looks weird from back there.
Yeah.
So have them look up a little bit, rake through so that there just is no part. And the biggest piece of advice I can give you is don't set the hair visually on what you're looking at. Look through your phone because it's going to look differently on that screen, and that's what you're trying to post. So that's what matters.
Yeah.
Like it gets awkward to look into this screen as you're trying to style hair, but that's the best advice that I can give you as far as setting that stage, because it looks 100% different to your eye than it's going to look on that camera that you're taking the photo with.
Okay.
That's my advice.
That is good advice.
It is.
Okay.
I mean, the whole reason that I came to this salon, besides working with my best friends, but I wanted to learn more social media stuff because I just didn't have anything. And
Just
I've gotten.
Grindr.
Oh my God. No.
No. Okay.
But yeah, so Brian gives me great tips for that. Madison, our receptionist, she also helps out. So my little tidbit is make sure that you're centered, because for some reason I have a tendency to kind of list off to the side. So then you're kind of losing some of that impact of having just your centered photo, your hair being the focal point, and instead not trying to make it into some artsy fartsy kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'll snap at least like 30 photos in a row, in all different. Like I kind of rotate around a bit just to make sure that, because you never know. There's always that like one angle with your guest that like turns out to be the one, and it could be like just a tiny little bit different, but it just looks so much better. So
I'm just picturing Matt like Austin Powers, like you're a tiger, you're a tiger, yes, yes.
That's
Like
exactly what
Zoolander.
happens. Yeah.
Well, and the other thing that I had just learned last week when I was trying to take a picture, and I was trying to get her full hair in the shot. She had pretty long hair, and I accidentally got the floor. So try not to do that.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Drop it down low.
All right, cool. So, and Thad, do you have anything?
I just started asking people because I didn't want to let everybody else down on not having my photos together.
Okay. Sometimes that's all it takes. That's honest. But I have to say though that since you started taking photos,
Like I never asked before, and they all
I always
just take
forgot.
pictures
I always
now.
forgot. I was like, okay, we're done. You love
They've
your
been-
haircut. Awesome.
They've been
Bye.
dying to take
Bye.
pictures.
And the next person is ready. So
Bye.
yeah. And now there's something on the line, so I don't want to let people down. So I'm just like, hey, can I get your picture? And
but when you say
okay.
now, like that has happened, and you're taking more photos, that it's re-inspired you because you actually created a hair Instagram now.
yes.
So like he didn't have photos before, so he just had his regular Instagram that was kind of a mixture of everything. And then all of a sudden now he's doing that. And now all of a sudden he's talking about creating YouTube videos and doing stuff with men's hair and all this stuff. So I think it's like you just got to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Like nobody wants, for the most part, to get their client over. You're busy in the salon day. No one really wants to take that time to get a great photo. Not most people, but some people do. But I think those people that don't, you just got to force yourself to do it, and then it becomes normal, and you won't have to worry about it anymore. So,
Jason's on. He got here late. Just saying hi.
hey, Jason.
Scott Tanner said that he just like tweaks it up a bit, like whiter eyes and teeth, etc. But he doesn't overkill it.
Yeah, Brian has an app that he likes. You still use that app?
Sometimes, watch with the teeth, watch with the eyes and teeth. Like you can over whiten that real bad, and then it gets a little glowy, and then the jig is up. The key with any of those apps, like yeah, you can make them look perfect, but then you obviously screwed with the picture. Like my big advice is if I am doing, like if I have a guest who's a little bit older, but like we did some bomb ass hair and I want a good picture, I'm not gonna try to make this 67-year-old woman look like she's 23. I might just like soften the wrinkles a little bit so that it's not quite so harsh. You can, but it looks so obvious and
Wait a
fake.
minute.
It looks like they're wearing a purge mask instead of like
Okay, so you're not really making them look like they're 23. You're making them look like they're crazy.
right. That's what I'm saying. But like you go and you see some of these people, I'm like, well, I don't trust what that hair looks like. Their face looks insane.
This is
Besides
what
that, now you're not even paying attention to the hair.
Right. You got to leave a little bit of like truth in your lie. Like leave the wrinkles, but maybe soften them a little bit.
one of my favorite stories. Brian, when we were at the old place, you had just gotten the Facetune app, and he literally made over his client that he had in the chair so much that he was like, do you think I can even post this? Because what if she sees it?
I
and
couldn't.
Like, he took away like everything that made her her.
Like 70 pounds.
I
And I was like, I
No, but it
can't.
wasn't even pound. It was like
But it was no, like it
was
was
like
one of those
blend-
things. Like I completely redid like a jawline and eyes, and like it was a completely different person. I was like, I'm gonna get in trouble if I post that.
yeah, like you. There's just no let people be.
Or it's her profile pic the next time you see her.
Everyone is beautiful. Just find ways to enhance the beauty.
Yeah.
Don't make it up.
Right.
But isn't that what you're already doing in the chair?
All right. Are you done?
We're not
For-
done yet. No.
No, we got to give stuff
Yes,
away.
that is what I'm doing in the chair for your business.
For my business?
Okay, play nice, children.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Who should we give stuff away to?
Me.
Whatever you guys want.
Everyone.
Who do we got
Yeah.
on there?
Oprah.
No
Get
one's
everyone on
calling
there.
tonight.
I think it's your phone.
It's not working.
I don't know.
Do you want me
Wait.
to call?
Here, just take Matt's cell phone number. YouTube.
I
All
know.
of YouTube.
What's the number again? 833?
833 FSE Live. I'm not sure.
Is
Well-
it going to ring?
If it rings, I'm going to be very depressed. No one wants to call us.
Hmm.
If it doesn't ring, I'm going to be depressed too because I can't
Oh,
figure
that's
out.
funny. Samantha was saying off of, doing too much correcting of the
Oh, yeah,
face.
it's working.
She said friends on Ross on Friends. Remember when he bleached his teeth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that was
and
funny.
they glowed.
I was just thinking about that recently. Well, not that exact one, but poor Ross, because I got the Lederhosen in Germany, and I'm super excited to wear them to
TM
work. But they're
Hairstyle's
actual
phone no
leather
worky.
pants.
I don't know if he tried it or.
Dre just did it.
I just did it. I
Oh,
got
okay,
through.
it does work.
It works. But that's okay. Let's we'll talk to people next week. I think I screwed up the time too earlier, and so
We talked
I don't think we have
for
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, I think this was a good show. I feel good
How
about
about Susan, who had the question about the photos?
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
All right. So Susan,
Susan Silver.
you could win this Minerva blow dryer. You have to pick somebody to throw the ping pong balls into a cup.
If
So-
we don't make them, then you don't win. That's why he said you could win this blow dryer.
Jesus, Dad.
Yeah, you
Wow.
could
You
win.
you,
Thank
you,
you for
you really
clarifying.
emphasized that you could win this.
Yeah, you could.
Relax.
It doesn't happen for everyone, but it could happen today for you. So
So choose wisely.
If we don't get a cup in, you're just gonna get all the clippings from all of today's haircuts in a box.
you have to pick anyone but Christina to throw the ball.
So even you?
Yeah, I mean, don't pick me, but you could. Yeah, I'm like
just like you could win the blow dryer.
I'm the worst. Somebody just commented yesterday
Matt's the
when I was
worst.
doing my podcast. He goes, "I'm seriously still mad at you for missing the ping pong balls."
Oh,
What?
shiz.
Really? Holding
Yeah.
a grudge on that
Well,
one.
so-
somebody can't take responsibility. They
When did
chose
that
you.
happen?
That makes it even worse.
The one time Matt threw the ping pong balls. That was at the old salon, right?
No, here.
Doubles.
I just kept throwing it. Like I threw it
Mm.
very fast, and it just didn't work out. So,
All right, picking you, Matt.
oh come on, really?
Oh no, not you. Okay,
Okay.
Brian.
All right, sweet.
Wait, me?
All right, Dad, let's get some music on for Brian. Not the weird music. You can put regular music.
Not the weird music.
I don't even know what that means.
Do you know what the weird music is?
Do I?
I don't know.
You talking about Slayer?
There you go. All right, Brian. Ball number 1.
Oh wait, do you have?
Oh wait, there you go. Okay, now nailed it.
What? One and done?
All right. Congratulations, Susan. Right?
Susan. Yep.
All right, Susan.
Silver.
So this is the new Minerva Beauty Blow Dryer. Super powerful, lightweight, small, long 10-foot cord. And
Now you have to follow me on VERO.
yeah, follow him on VERO. But so you win the blow dryer. If you could email Christina at contest@freesaloneducation.com. That the cameras I think went. Email Christina at freesalon or contest@freesaloneducation.com and put your address and your address. What else? Phone number.
Blood type.
Sorry, the cameras are all over the place.
Social
Blood
security
type.
number.
Phone
Mother's maiden
number,
name.
address,
What you
and
won.
what you won, blow dryer, and we'll send that over to Minerva, and Minerva will give it out. So thank you to Minerva for always giving out a blow dryer every single week.
I know, they're
It's
the
like
best.
crazy. So
Yeah.
so thank you to those guys. All right, now we got to spin the freewheel.
Yes. My favorite part of the night.
So on the
That's why
free
Dre
wheel,
gets out of bed.
so we have this big wheel behind me. On the free wheel, we have Sunlight's Balayage. We're giving away a Bali Box 2.0. Also, Olaplex. We have Free Salon Education. We're giving away some cool stuff. Donald Scott. We have Mizutani scissors on there, so you could win a scissor. Ergo brushes and Minerva Beauty on there as well. So, and that's a surprise gift. I'm not sure what they'll send for that. So, that is it. Who's spinning it, Chris?
That's it.
How about
That.
how about Joe G, if he's still on here?
Joji?
Joe G.
Dre's just ready to roll. She's like, I don't care who it's for. You can figure that out later.
All right, cool. Well, hopefully he's still on there. If not, you left too soon.
Don't get nothing.
All right.
Send us a shout out, Joe. Wait, maybe we should just wait a minute to see. I don't know.
Okay.
Dre is mad.
I want to spin.
Are you there, Joe? Are you there?
Papa, can you hear?
I was just thinking that.
I guess he's not there.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's not on.
Joe, you get nothing.
So we'll go with somebody else?
Yeah.
Yup.
What'd I say? You could win.
That sucks. What if it lands on like Mizutani?
Oh.
Then Joe
left.
just learned a badass lesson.
How about Samantha Witt? I think she's still here.
Samantha Witt.
Samantha.
All right, Samantha.
I think she's still.
Sam Witt
If we spin it and she's not there, we'll spin it
from
again.
Ghost, remember?
Right.
All right, here we go.
Sam Witt.
Give it a spin, Drea. Good.
Look at her all proud of herself, strutting
know.
back over here.
All right, what is it?
You did good, Drea.
What's it gonna be?
I
What's
hate
it gonna
the wheel
be?
placement. It makes no sense.
I
It's
know.
like a peacock behind Matt. It's perfect. He's like NBC.
I know.
Minerva.
Honey?
No, it's
Minerva.
Minerva.
All right. There we go. Who did we end up giving that to? Samantha,
Samantha
right?
Witt.
Samantha,
Sam Witt.
All right, Samantha, email contest@freesaloneducation.com. Let us know that you were the free will winner and send your address, phone number. Did I have an accent in that?
Free wheel winner.
You are the free wheel winner.
Chicken dinner.
All right, there it is. So that's it. That's the show.
That's
Oh,
it.
well, there was one thing that I kind of wanted to intro today really quick.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
There is a natural hair care line that I contacted the owner about.
Oh, yeah.
It was featured in Essence magazine as one of the 19 most affordable Black-owned natural hair care lines. And it just so happens that her cousin is my client, so I've gotten to use it.
Okay.
So she's
Really?
sending us, So she's sending us some products, and hopefully I'll be getting that by next week, and I can. Yay, you got the other ornament.
Got it.
Were you bored today?
No, this is what he does.
So-
I wanted
This
this.
happened during the show.
Okay, so I know. So they're sending.
So yeah, they're sending some samples to try out. One of the things that I really am excited about with this company is that it's all natural. So
Okay.
no parabens, no sulfates, no phthalates. Well, basically salt.
Right.
You always
That's
gotta
hot.
use the big words. And just all natural fragrances, perfumes, all that. And she's an actual doctor. So she has a bachelor's in biology and a PhD in medical sciences.
Okay.
So literally this woman created this herself.
Oh, that's cool.
What is the
Yeah.
name of the product again?
Alodia.
Okay, Alodia, and her name, because Jason was asking, and I didn't know for which one, but
So her name is Dr. Isfahan Chambers.
okay.
Okay.
So,
But we'll have it on, right? Like,
Yes.
Yeah,
okay,
we're gonna
we'll get it.
feature
and-
it.
Okay.
but
Sweet.
it's great because it actually has like a bunch of different kits. So it takes the guesswork out of it, because when you're going to like say any store that has the ethnic aisle, it's basically a sea of I have no idea what the hell is going to work on my hair.
Right.
So with this, it gives you starter kits. It gives you options for like wash and go or twist outs or just basic hair care for getting your hair healthy again. So it takes the guesswork out, and those kits are like $30 and $40 for about like 4 or 5 products.
Cool.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
hot.
Great. All right. So that's the deal. So we'll have that coming up. Also, we'll talk about not coloring your dog's hair next week as well. We have all kinds of stuff.
Amen.
So, yeah.
Do you mind if I give a shout out to what I'm getting myself into in the next couple weeks?
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah.
All right, so guys.
Now's a good time to check that out.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't started any of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. This is in the works.
Okay.
So guys, I don't have any
proposing to his
hair on the top of my head, and I don't know if you guys have heard of St. Baldrick's, but they raise money for kids who have cancer. And I'm shaving off all my beard, my entire beard, no parts left, straight razor in it at the very end, to raise money for kids who have cancer. So if you'd like to donate and see me shave my beard, go to my Instagram, Thatitude, and follow the link.
Thatitude. Sorry, Thad. I thought you were talking about your YouTube channel. I was like, well, we haven't even done anything yet.
Yeah, start following it.
Okay.
Keep an eye out.
So
no, guys, if you guys can donate money, it is for a great cause, and it's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, Thad's already bald, so he can't shave his head.
Yeah.
So he is going to be shaving his beard. You did it last year. How much did you raise last year?
Last year, I think it was just shy of $1,200 or just over $1,200.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So I've set the goal for $1,500 this year, so any help is greatly appreciated.
Cool.
Good job.
I'll see. Bald.
And we cut.
Nobody's paying me to cut my hair.
You're actually not that bald, Thad.
I'm pretty bald.
Hmm.
I have hair on the side of my head, not on the top of my head.
Yeah, well, that's all I can see. All right, cool. So follow Thatitude on Instagram. Follow Drea.
Hair by Dre Day.
Brian.
Hairstyle. I'm stuck.
H-A...
Haire style.
Hair E-style.
And Danielle.
The hands down.
The hands downs. And follow us, everything at Free Salon Education. Make sure you download VERO and follow us on there as well. And that's pretty much it. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. Post those in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this show always every week and hanging out with us live. It's really fun. And
tune in next week
You
to see
get
if
to
we had to cut those out of Brian's hair.
yeah.
No, basically, you get to see us act like errant children in the background.
Dre is amazing. She fixed it.
Brian will have a short haircut next week. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next week right here on Splitting Hairs. Thanks.
Bye-bye.